Alright guys, um, this is another Blu-ray review, and I actually got an email, or not an email, a message from one of my followers. I don't have many, I have like 16, but he said he wanted me to do a Star Wars video, so I decided to do that. Um, Here it is. I found the cover to be very pleasing to the eye. The side, the back, you know, Tatooine, Luke walking away, dreaming of aspirations to see the galaxy, Anakin leaving his home to see a galaxy, become a Jedi. We open it. It's a nice, sturdy case. Um, and then it's a little booklet. We have the front, which shows Darth Maul. Yeah, pretty cool art. Darth Maul's probably one of my favorite villains. The disc can be sometimes a little hard to get out. I mean, I had to kind of do that. And then that is Star Wars Episode 1. So you can see. Go to the second one. It's Anakin Skywalker and then Padme Amidala. Same thing. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Very nice artwork, by the way. I love the artwork. Revenge of the Sith. Episode 3 shows evil Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, and then Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting to the death. A New Hope shows Han, Leia, and Luke inside the Death Star trying to escape. Yoda in Dagobah with the X-Wing overshadowing it. We got Return of the Jedi with Luke fighting his father, Darth Vader, and then with Emperor Palpatine watching. It's kind of really cool artwork. And then we have this one, a bonus disc number 1. It's for episodes 1 through 3. And it shows Jango Fett or Boba Fett, one of them, riding on one of the creatures Obi-Wan rode on in Revenge of the Sith in Utapau. Turn shows Han with some Ewoks. This is for episodes 4 through 6, the bonus disc. Then we have a random creature here. We have machinery kind of thing. We have R2, C-3PO, a Tauntaun. And this is all the bloopers that Star Wars has been mentioned in. I was a little disappointed. It did not include any Big Bang Theory ones. It didn't include any of them, and I was disappointed because some of them were actually very funny. And we have like almost basically every main character from Star Wars in here. We have a Guide to the Galaxy. It comes with the content is in every disc. It's very extensive. This is probably the collection to have. Shows Luke and Anakin, and then goes through all this stuff. Now I will go through my review on every movie based on picture quality, sound quality, and the movie itself. Start with I'm all over the place today. We'll start with The Phantom Menace. And this movie got a lot more crap than I think it deserved. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the worst one out of all of them. But probably one of my favorite fights is Darth Maul versus friggin' Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That was like ridiculous. That was awesome. And well, I'll explain some of the problems I have. I mean, come on. Do you really think, what is it, 7-year-old, 9-year-old, that's gonna freaking fly a starship into the freaking droid control center and blow everything up with one lucky shot? It's a little too coincidental. And just the Gungans are annoying, and the Gungans are annoying. The droids were a different feature, but it's just the start of things. And I freaking could not believe that Anakin was gonna get with Padme. I mean, she's like a freaking 15, he's a 9. I mean, isn't there some kind of moral standing against that? Like, really. So, the movie itself, out of, we'll say out of 10 stars, this gets a 5. I mean, the only reason why it gets a 5 is because Darth Maul is like one of the coolest looking villains ever. Or else, without him and that epic duel, it'll probably be a 3. Attack of the Clones? Oh, I'm sorry. The picture quality for Phantom Menace is okay. Compared to like Revenge of the Sith and all of the other ones, it's not that good. I hear it's filled with DNR. I've watched them all, and I saw a little bit of DNR. There's DNR in here, and yeah, it just doesn't quite hold up to par with the other films in this saga. Sound quality is great. I'm just going to say all the sound qualities in all 6 films are great, because they are right now. Attack of the Clones. This one, it's more of a storyline movie than an action movie, but it's not in a bad way. The action scenes from until all the way to the end are very minimal, but they're exciting. I mean, I was thrilled when Obi-Wan was fighting, I'm sorry if I get it wrong, Jango Fett, I think it's Jango Fett, on Kamino. I thought that action scene was actually very well done. And picture quality is slightly better than The Phantom Menace. I can tell a noticeable difference. But the movie itself is it's way better than The Phantom Menace. I mean, until the end, the action scenes are very minimal, but it's necessary. And the minimal action scenes is pretty damn good. The end scene was not very good. Actually, hold on that. The scene where Yoda comes in and kicks ass is great. I also showed how Anakin's arrogance, thinking that he could take on Count Dooku by himself, and then he can't. That just kind of shows a little bit of his his transformation to the dark side per se. And then we go to overall I give this movie a 6. 6 is good. Picture quality about 10 stars and 7.5. Revenge of the Sith. This one is actually very good in my opinion. It ties up almost every loose end that is out there, and when you have to combine like 5 movies worth of loose ends, it's ridiculously hard. You had to show the Emperor's transformation to evil, or Emperor was already evil. You had to show the Emperor how his face got all messed up and his rise to power. You had to show Anakin's transformation to the dark side. You had to show how the twins were split up. You had to show how the Jedi Order was. I mean, I can go on and on, but there was so many things this movie had to fill, and it did in a pretty good way. The picture quality is probably the best throughout the whole saga, and yeah, I actually give this movie an 8 because I love it. I really do. And picture quality 9.5. It's not quite as great, but I mean that's as great as you're gonna get, really. Go to A New Hope. I like this movie. Um, well, to be honest, I like all Star Wars movies, but I like this movie too. And the movie itself gets about, or I should probably explain it. It's where, Luke he goes away with Obi-Wan, gets trapped at the Death Star, and um, it's actually really refreshing to watch the old trilogy after watching the new trilogy because Obi-Wan explain it. You feel more acquainted when Obi-Wan talks about the Clone Wars and Vader's used to be his pupil and transformed to evil, but all the original trilogies are very good in terms of picture quality. But if I had to give this a movie grade wise, it'd probably be a 9. Yeah, and it did launch, Star Wars' entire franchise, but I'm gonna skip past that. My absolute favorite, The Empire Strikes Back. This did so much with storyline. My favorite action scene ever, and you finally get the biggest twist in movie cinematic history. The Battle of Hoth, the what is it? The best storyline, adding Yoda and all of his classic lines. And if you haven't seen the movie, I won't ruin it, but the twist at the end. I mean, come on, if you haven't heard of the twist at the end of Empire Strikes Back, I mean, you probably won't even own this set. Overall movie, a 10. I love this movie with all my heart. The last one, I'm all over the place. Return of the Jedi. This one, I'm gonna give the movie quality about a 9. It's not as good as Empire or A New Hope, but movie quality is a 9. The movie itself would be about an 8. Because while I did think that it it's the end, but it doesn't really deliver on the storyline as episodes 5 and 4 did. Kind of just went along for the ride a little bit. Trying to think. I was a little bit annoyed when the face of Anakin got remastered, of Hayden Christensen got remastered and put over the old Anakin. But I can see how they do that. They had to tie up the loose ends, and it's understandable. The new edition of Vader saying no when he tosses the Emperor, it's bad. I mean, when I watched it, I was just like, oh. But you can't let one thing ruin the entire experience. So it's not that bad. So that's that. I haven't really spent enough time on the special features. I've watched most of the deleted scenes, and some of them are interesting. Other ones are just clips that weren't even developed, so you'll see a lot of green screens, and that will do with both of them. Like I said, the bloopers, it's fun. It's really fun to watch. It's kind of funny too. It's really funny. But they don't have any Big Bang Theory, or they have How I Met Your Mother, but they don't have Big Bang Theory, and Big Bang Theory is one of my favorite shows ever. So I was a little disappointed. But 90 minutes of pure spoofs, it's kind of refreshing to see. And that's that. This is my review on Star Wars, The Complete Saga. If you want to message me and ask me to do a review on any Blu-ray movie that's out there, I will email you back and see if I either have it, I'm considering ordering it, or it's not quite on my priority list. So email me the movie you want, and depending if I have it, if I'm thinking about ordering it, or if I don't want to, and I'll email you back. I'm a pretty dedicated YouTube person, but yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. This is my Star Wars Blu-ray review. I have another movie I already have planned for next time, so I'll see you later. Bye.